Hello students, like today that we are going to start with the QuickBook, and in QuickBook the first step is that how to create chart of account. And before creating chart of account, that I just would like to click on the desktop, and you will see one name of the company in front of you. When I click on this one, then this screen will appear, right? And there is also another way to going to this screen is just close this one and click on the gear icon, account and setting, and the same kind of screen that will appear in front of you. Now click on this logo or any section, like this section, this section, this section. We have different sections. So company name, this is the one section, and click on the one section here. Now if you would like to change this logo or add new logo, that you can add it from here. And this is the list of logos that you can add it by clicking on this plus sign. If you have any another logo, that you can click on this one, and this logo will be added here. Whatever the logo that you want to use, maybe this one or this one, that you click on any logo and you will be able to see that. Now here the company's name, if you would like to write the company's name here, you can write. And here that any BN is the business number, that if you want to write, I have just written only 111 here, right? The real name that I don't want to disclose. And once all is done, then you need to click on save. Then second is contact information. Click on this one. If you have some like you have your email ID, click on the email ID here. That will be used for your business purpose. If you like to write here contact number, you can write your contact number. For example, like that I have written my contact number here, or maybe the website www or rakeshtulkar.ca, right? So I have saved this information. Address is a legal address that we have here. We want to change this address, we can. And if you want like the same as a company address, that click on this one, it will be remains as the company address as well, and click on save. So once all is done, that click on done button here. The one step is clear, and automatically this is the online version of QuickBook, and it will be saved online. The next step that we should start with on the left hand side, that we have these navigations, like we have a banking, sales, then we have a cash flow, expenses, project, payrolls, reports, taxes. So we are not going to do all these things in detail, but what is the first step to do? That is chart of account. So go to account and chart of account. When you click it here, you will see one screen over here, and you can click on new, right? So go to dashboard. Once again, there is a second alternative, going to the same thing like accounting, chart of account. Instead of going from this navigation bar, that we can do in other way. Other way is click on the gear icon. You can see here chart of account under your company, right? Chart of account under your company, you can see that. Once you click here, then same screen that will be appear in front of you. If you want to add some account, so here adding some account means adding ledger account. For example, that you want to create a RBC account, click on the new button. Here the account type is the already all these account type already that you will find, it is already built in the QuickBook. Current assets, bank, property, plant and equipment, long-term assets account, payable, credit card, other liabilities, long-term liability, equity, income and expenditures, other incomes, other expenditure, cost of goods sold, everything is there. But in this case that we know is the bank. Bank is related to the checking account, cash account, or maybe saving account. So I'm just going to start with the checking account here. Bank, then detail type is checking account. This information is related to whatever that we select in the account type. For example, that I select account, a property, plant and equipment, accordingly that information will be changed. I select here, for example, here income, accordingly this will be changed. I'm just going to select right now for bank, then this is automatically changed. I'm going to select here checking account. Here, what we can change the name here, RBC Bank, right? For example, RBC Bank. In description, if you want to write some description, we can, otherwise no problem. Save and close. So now save and close, you can see at the front, RBC account is here in the list of, in the chart of account, right, with a zero balance. But we know that RBC account, you can see one more RBC account already I have created, right? But I don't want to get confused later on when I will do some transactions in the business. So what I want to do, I want to remove this one. So I cannot remove in QuickBook anything. There is no any remove option. But one thing is there, I can, what can I do? I can inactive, or what can I do? I can edit it. I can edit it and merge it. How to merge this one? First, you need to click on this account and click on edit. And after that, exactly same wording that you need to write about the duplicate account already that you have, or the account that you want to keep. Okay, so RBC bank account. When you click on save and close, the one message will appear in your screen saying the name is already being used. Would you like to merge two? Yes, we would like to merge these two. So now that the RBC account is and RBC bank both are merged with one, means there is no any another name, there is no any duplicate name. So this is one that we have created. So we have some transactions, like for example, the owner have started a business with some $10,000, right, and the bank balance. So in this case, let's say now owner name is RJ, and the journal entry for this will be RJ bank account debit to RJ Capital. So bank account we have created, and RJ Capital that we want to create. Click on new. So RJ Capital account is related to the owner of the business. Means that definitely first of all we will select here account type that is related to equity, is owner's equity, and here just we want to select here owner's equity, right, from equity, owner equity. Here I'm just going to write the name simple, RJ Capital account, right? So RJ Capital account, save and close. So now RJ Capital account is created. So like you can see here RJ account Capital account here, but it is there that you can see. You can scroll down and you will find it. If you're not able to find, what you need to do, just click on this filter by name RJ. When you click on RJ, you will find here the two accounts are already there. So RJ Capital account and RJ Capital account here. I want to keep this one here. So what I need to do, I just want to edit this one, right? RJ Capital account, edit. So here I'm just going to delete account here, save and close. Oh, there may be some difference, A and C. So edit. If A and C should match exactly. If C is small, that you need to write C small. If C is capital, you need to write C capital. Only then you will see merge screen. But here RJs and RJs. So apostrophe S is also one of the word which discriminate, which differentiate this one. So S I'm just going to delete. Yes. So this is done. So RJ Capital account is created now. Third is like I want to see whether the cash account is here or not. Sometime QuickBook have already cash account. So we don't have any cash account. I want to create a cash account. Like click on new button, and here I'm just going to write here. There may be one other income, or you can go to the current assets. We have here current assets. In the current assets, there is one thing, undeposited fund. Current assets, undeposited fund, and here you can write here cash in hand. Save and close. Oh, she's saying that already we have, there can be only one account of detailed type is undeposited fund. It means already we have some undeposited account here. So let's see what is that. Let's see, we have undeposited. Yes, so undeposited already it is there, but name is undeposited fund. What we can do, we can change name. Go to history, edit, and here instead of undeposited fund, I'm just going to write here cash in hand. Save and close. So now we can find that cash in hand that you will be able to see here easily. Cash in hand, current assets, and undeposited fund. Okay, so this is the next chart of account, right? The next account that we have created, ledger account that we have created. Next, for example, we have taken loan from one of our friends, let's say like $15,000. Miss Mira's loan or Mrs. Lee's loan. Let's say Lee is my friend, right? I took loan from Miss Lee. The loan is $15,000, right? So the cash, we know that the cash that we have received. So cash account debit to Mira's to Lee's loan. Cash account already we have created. Now we want to create Lee's loan account. So Lee's loan account means that we are going to create one account which is related to the current liabilities. So that we have here current assets, then we have other current liabilities, then let's say we have here long-term liabilities. So let's click on the other current liabilities. In other current liabilities, we have here current liabilities, or we have here loan payable. Then we have here, yes, so only loan payable that we can select it here. Here we want to write Lease loan account, right? So lease loan account that we have created under our current liabilities, which detail type is loan payable. Okay, so this is the loan payable that we can select. There is no any hard and fast rule. If just we can select here current liabilities as well, no problem, right? We can select current liabilities, or we can just start instead of payable, current liability is the appropriate word. So here the current liability should be there, right? Not loan payable. Loan payable we can select when it is due but not paid. But in this case, this is the loan. Now here I'm just going to write lease loan account. Save and close. So now we have created lease loan account, and if you want to see, verify this one whether it is here. Yeah, so lease loan account is here under current liabilities, other current liabilities, and detail type is current liabilities, and this is the name of the ledger account, right? That normally that we use in Microsoft Excel, and I just put a heading on that. Next, for example, that we have taken further loan from my friend like Mira, or maybe brother or sister like Mira loan account. Let's say I'm just going to create once more, exactly everything same. Now we are going to stack other current liabilities, and here I'm going to write Mira's loan account, right? So Mira's loan account, and save and close. So what I did, so Mira's loan account is created, like one more ledger account is created. So RBC Bank that we created, like RBC Bank. So it's on us, like if we would like to change from the RBC Bank to TD Bank. If we'd like to change the name, then there is a possibility how we can change the name. It's a very simple process that RBC Bank on you can see here, right? Go to edit, and I just would like to change the name of the bank. Like, so it was by mistake, for example, that we wrote RBC instead of TD, but just change the name, TD bank account, that's it. Okay, so now it is changed. So you can find it here, TD bank account here in front of you. Now we need more money, and we have taken loan from the bank. Then what I want to do, just go to bank, then not bank, that will be current liabilities, other current liabilities. If it is a long-term loan or short-term loan, like that we should know first, right? If it is long-term loan, that we have long-term liability. Maybe we have taken loan for 2 year, 3 year. The loan that we take for more than 1 year is long-term loan. So let's say that we have taken this loan for more than 1 year. So long-term liabilities, selected here long-term liabilities, right? So here that number of options are there, but the best and appropriate option, which I feel, that is bank loan. And here the name should be very descriptive, means that we should be able to know like from which bank that we have taken loan. There may be different banks, but here that I'm just going to say TD Bank. I have account in TD Bank. So here TD Bank loan account. So TD Bank loan account, that is long-term liability, right? We know TD Bank is assets, current assets, because the bank balance will increase when we deposit money there, decrease when we withdraw. But in this case, long-term liabilities, because that we have taken loan from the bank for the long term, and definitely we will pay it off after some period of time that we have an agreement with them. So save and close. So once we click on the save and close, so this account is created. Let's say that we want to buy assets. Assets may be a laptop, assets may be printer, assets may be building, assets may be plant and machinery or furniture or couch or maybe any truck, right? Let's say that I want to buy a truck. Click on the new button over here, and then again the account screen that will appear in front of you. What you need to do in this case, that you need to scroll down, and we can select property, plant, equipment, long-term assets, or yeah, these are the two best options that we have. So these are the two best options. Anyone from these two we can select. It's upon us. But now that what I say, that I'm just going to go for property, plant, and equipment. And here I'm just going to write here is a building or a furniture or a machinery equipment or a vehicle. So the vehicle option is here. I click on the vehicle. If I select long-term assets here, do we find other things or not? There's a goodwill or something other than security, long-term assets. So the best is between these two, try to select if you have some vehicles or something or equipment, property, plant, and equipment. This is known as PPE. Then you can select a vehicle, right? Then what is the name of the vehicle? Let's say truck. Truck from like which company? Ford truck, right? Let's say truck Ford or Ford truck, whatever you want. If you don't want to write it here, you can write Ford here in the description, right? Maybe Ford company, right? Then save and close. So now the next account, that truck, is also created. So sometime like we buy some of the products, some of the machineries, we cannot afford some machineries, so we buy those we cannot buy those machinery at the beginning. We just want to rent it, right? So for example, that we have some machinery on rent. So rent of the machinery, that is one of the element in the transaction. So we need to create one account, rent of machinery. Here we will write rent of machinery. Before writing this, that we should select this one. So what is rent of machinery? It's income, expenditure, current assets, current liability, or fixed assets or fixed liabilities. Means assets, liability, income, expenditure, or equity. What is that? So rent of machinery is expenditure. So we need to see where is expenditure. So this is the expenditure here. And here we can find something. Number of expenses are there. Equipment rental, yes. So we can select here equipment rental. So expenses, equipment rental. Here that I'm going to write machinery, rent of machinery. In description, what kind of machine that we have? Let's say we have one machine that is uh, drilling machine. Okay, this is just for description, right? If you want to write, you can. If you don't want to write, there's no any problem. So once like you have written all these things, then you can click on save and close. Now you have saved it and successfully saved it successfully, but you are not able to find where that truck is, right? You want to find it, truck. Yeah, so truck is here. You want to see rent of machinery, or rent of machinery, you can find it here, right? Okay, so now uh, I just want to write one more account. Let's say we are generating income. We are providing services to our client, and we are generating service revenue. So in this case, let's say that I want to create one service revenue as income. Let's see, there is some income, then income from the services and fees income, right? Income from the services or fees income. And here I am just going to write here, mm, what kind of income? Service revenue. Let's write service revenue. Income, service fees or income, and the service revenue that you have.